شكرا جزيلا للحضور القوي للولايات المتحدة الأمريكية بوفد كبير من القضاة والمسؤولين. شكرا. أعطي الكلمة الآن لفخامة وزيرة العدل في دولة الكاب-فير Janine, Tatiana, Santos, Lélis. À vos excellences la parole. Merci.
Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, Minister of Justice of Morocco, Your Excellency, President of Supreme Council of Judicial Power, Your Excellency, President of Supreme Council of Public Prosecution, dear colleagues, Minister of Justice, distinguished guests. It is with great honor and pleasure that on behalf of the government of Cape Verde, I'm here today to share with you the Cape Verdean judicial system in the event of the first International Conference of Justice. I've heard from you as well how justice works in your countries, the gains and challenges, and for this opportunity I would like to thank the King Mohammed VI and my colleague, the Minister of Justice of Morocco, for this great initiative of gathering all of us for the discussion of such important issue as is the independence of the judiciary power. Cape Verde is a small country composed by 10 islands located in West Africa. It is considered a medium-income country with few resources but huge development challenges. The Constitution of the Republic of Cape Verde statues the access to justice as a fundamental right to be provided to everyone. To all is guaranteed the right of access to justice and to obtain, within a reasonable time and through a fair procedure, the protection of their rights or interests. In Cape Verde, as far as the judicial organization is concerned, there are 16 county courts, which are the first instance, and most of them with generic competence, some with specialization for crime and for civil, others with unique jurisdiction. We have 2 appeal courts, the so-called second instance, distributed in 2 regions, Barlavento and Sotavento. The Supreme Court of Justice functions as a review court, as the Court of Appeal for the decisions made by the second instance, as first instance regarding special forum for cases legally established. The Constitutional Court, which was created in 2005, was established in 2015. Still, there are to be implemented the new courts created by the judicial reform of 2011, namely the small claim courts and sentencing courts, which are also first instance. Distinguished guests, the judiciary system presents these days one of the main issues in public discussion regarding the fact that with the constitutional review occurred in 2010, changes were made to enhance its independence. With that reform, efforts were made to guarantee full independence by withdrawing all kinds of political interference in courts' management and their magistrates. Since then, there are 2 autonomous and independent councils which are responsible for management and administration of human and material resources assigned to the courts. Those 2 councils holds the official inspection service, does the oversight of judicial secretaries, provides the general orientation and supervision of the activities of the courts and of the public prosecution. The Superior Council of the Judiciary is composed of 9 members, 1 judge appointed by the President of the Republic of Cape Verde, 4 citizens of recognized merit who are neither magistrates nor lawyers, elected by the National Assembly, and 4 judicial magistrates elected by their peers, being one of them the President of the Council. The Superior Council for the Public Prosecution is presided by the Attorney General. It has 4 citizens of recognized merit who are neither magistrates nor lawyers too, 1 national citizen appointed by the government, and 3 public prosecution magistrates elected by their peers. Both councils, each year, present their reports to the national parliament, and there is a debate regarding the state of justice in which the government replies to the nation. The Ministry of Justice has to accomplish with the government's program promoting legislative reforms for a better functioning of justice, creating and providing the country with the new infrastructure. However, who is politically responsible for the results in the justice sector is the government, which does not have in its attribution mechanisms to set goals and procedural objectives to be achieved by the judiciary. Such a situation has posed several problems. So far, if it is true that the independence of the court is always wanted, the limits of this independence lays in the realization of justice and in the need to maintain the democratic state of law. We do defend the independence of the judiciary system, and indeed ours is independent. But it is important that this independence came along with the full comprehension that justice must work and reply positively to citizens' and enterprises' needs and to the must-have social peace and security. Therefore, we claim that independence must remain within the sphere of the decision of the process itself, ensuring that there is no interference whatsoever. But it must be understood that the independence that guarantees the autonomous management of councils must compel the judiciary to manage by results and above all towards a timely and effective justice. Consequently, it is essential that the inspection service of the magistracies operates in a vigorous manner with annual inspection plans with an active follow-up of the procedural frameworks. In addition, the government intends to take a legislative initiative to define that the first cases to be brought to court are the first to be tried, safeguarding urgent cases. Ladies and gentlemen, the distribution of responsibilities between the 3 entities mentioned above tends to encounter some constraints, given that the government responds politically. However, the management and the guidelines for the functioning of the courts depend on the 2 councils. The challenge to our country remains on the need of a strong and concerted engagement among the entities involved, meaning that although only the politician goes to election to renew their legitimacy, the judiciary has equal responsibility on making a good and functional justice system. In order to achieve justice in time, in order to have a justice that serves the country's competitiveness, and because we must solve the thousands of pending causes, we are fully committed to work to satisfy the people on whose behalf justice is administered. It is mandatory that we do our best. It is my hope and conviction that we are all doing our best for the best of our countries. Thank you all for your attention.